Good morning, everybody. Good morning from Weilburg in Germany. And I'm just waiting to see how many I have joining me already this morning. I know there's a little bit of a delay. Hello, Dawn. Great to see you. Lovely to see you. And look, you can see I've got my purple spotty umbrella and I've already got a signal issue. It's raining. Oh, wouldn't you know it? So, good morning to the three people who are already here, and I'm not sure what to do. I will persist for as long as I can. Just get that out of the way over there. Oh, Neil, what are you doing up 4 a.m? You must be like me. Are you an insomniac? I'm going to turn the camera around. I am getting a signal warning, so I don't know how this is going to go, and it's raining. It could be a complete disaster. Hi, Joanne. Great to see you. Let's get this camera turned around. Bear with me. All right, rear camera. Okay, so we are walking around the grounds of the Weilburg Schloss today, and we can't go actually inside the building because you're only able to go in there with a guided tour, and they're not actually even running them at this time of the year. But what we've got here is we're looking down on the actual Schloss Hotel. So this is what's considered to be the north wing of the Schloss. Hello, Christopher. Great to see you. Hope you enjoy the tour here from Singapore. I haven't seen you in a while. So the Schloss itself, the castle itself, dates largely from the early 1700s, and then it was added on to in bits and pieces. It is considered to be the finest of the Hessian Baroque castles, and much of it dates from the Renaissance. Schloss is castle, correct, Neil, that's exactly right. So much of it dates from the early 1700s, and it's considered to be a Renaissance castle, dating from the Renaissance period. So this is the main part of the castle here. And then what we were just looking down at is the north wing. As I said, it was added on to in sections over a period. Hi, Catherine, and hi, Jay. Great to see you. And then we also have beneath us, which I did show some of you the other day when we were walking through the town. This is where the riding school was located, and the stables were all down here. So that's that part of the castle. Okay, so let's take a little walk. We're in the square here outside the main part of the castle itself. And they have this square with these beautifully trimmed trees that must be absolutely gorgeous in summer when they're all in leaf, and they form a canopy over this square here. So those who've just joined, it is raining, and I'm also getting a message that we have a weak signal. So I'm going to persist for as long as we can, see how we go, but I'm hoping that we can actually cover all the grounds of the Weilburg Schloss, the Weilburg Castle, and show you various aspects of it from various different angles. We can't actually go through this entrance. We can't actually go through here at the moment, but I'm going to come at it from another side. They're doing some work at the entrance here right now, but we will actually be able to see that from around the other side. So let's head around there. But you can see the beautiful rounded, I suppose you call them turrets and towers over there. Yes, Joanne's in Spain. Dawn, I think it's coming from my end. I am getting an unstable signal message as well. So I'm going to keep moving, and hopefully that will resolve as we walk. And you probably are hearing the sound of the rain falling on the umbrella as I walk as well. We walked along this street the other night and saw all the beautiful lights at night time. we are actually heading towards the main marketplace just now, which is on the, I've got to get my orientation right, which is on the Schloss, the castle. And as we enter the square, we'll see first of all the Neptune fountain in the middle. Sorry about the truck noise. So the Neptune fountain in the middle. Then on our left, this is the Schlosskirche, or the castle church. So that's actually part of the castle, and it's the church that's attached to it. And then on the right hand side, what's now a restaurant, managed by or owned by our landlord, the fellow that we're renting our apartment from for a couple of weeks. Trying to get Sarah to join. Okay, great, be good to see her. So this is the Altus Art House restaurant, is actually in the old town hall. Again, part of the old castle buildings. The castle was turned over to the state in 1935. So ever since then it has actually been a museum. Now I'm going to go and see if this door to the church is open. Hi Lauren, great to see you. Thanks for coming along. Let's see if the church is open. I'm not sure if it is. It doesn't look like it is. Hang on a second. No, the church isn't open, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to bring you back and show you that another time. It's quite an unusual church. First of all, in its shape, it's square, not a rectangle shape. And secondly, it's very open, as in there's no supporting arches and pillars in the middle of the church. It's a very open inner space. So it makes it actually feel quite big. Here we have the main marketplace, the main town marketplace. What cuisine is the restaurant? Do you want to have a look? We had the daily menu here. We spoiled ourselves and had the daily menu here the other night, last Friday night. Typical German menu, and we had, so every week they change. Is this the daily menu? No, that's the regular menu. So at the moment they've got things like soup of the day, fish soup. What else have we got? Oh, there's all sorts of things. So there's tagliatelle. There's a bit of French. There's a bit of Italian on there at the moment. Wiener Schnitzel. We had Rindsrouladen though. I don't know if you've heard of Rindsrouladen, and that's something that my mother-in-law used to make frequently. It's flattened escalope of beef, and then it's rolled up with chopped gherkin and let's see, is it there? Yeah, that middle one there, Rindsrouladen, that's the one we had, with red cabbage and potato dumpling. So Rindsrouladen is beef scallops, beef escalope, flattened, has usually, I think, like a seeded mustard and chopped onion and chopped gherkin filling, and then it's rolled up, pan fried, and then a gravy is made from the pan juices, and it's absolutely delicious. I've made it once. So here we have the old town hall building. And apart from the restaurant, I'm not sure what else is occupying that space now. It might just be offices, or administration, something of that nature. Our apartment is in this building. We don't face onto the market square, we face out onto the building over the back. Oh, it really is delicious, Joanne. So as I said, we spoiled ourselves. That was €16.50 each. For that dish of the day, but so worth it. All right, so we're going to enter the Schloss garden. We'll walk around here, and then I'll come out and we'll go out probably that entrance there, and walk down to the lower levels of the garden. Here we see the symbol for the Schloss, which is the lion. Lions are everywhere around town, and I think I may have mentioned, might have alluded to what we'll do on Wednesday, as in we'll do a lion hunt on Wednesday if you're able to join me. Okay, so the Schlossgarten Weilburg, it's all in German, so doesn't really help you an awful lot, but here we can get to see the lay of the land. So that building, the castle itself, is that one there. And then that's the Schlossplatz up there. E is that square where we saw those trees. And then over here, this rounded building, number 5, is the orangery that was added later. 6 is the church and the town hall that we've just come down alongside. This is the grove of trees that we're standing next to. I'll turn around and show you those in a minute. The number 10s are the 3 big trees behind me. Hi Laurie, great to see you. And then over on this side here we have the 3 terraces of gardens. And I'm going to try and get us down to the absolutely lower level, down alongside the river, which has all these trees along here. I'm going to see if there's a way to get down to there during our walk today. So that's the plan of the castle itself. And I apologise, it looks like my camera is at a bit of an angle. Let me see, give me 2 secs, I'll see if I can sort that out for you. Which way do I need to go? Probably this way. Sorry about the fingers, guys, but I prefer it to be level if at all possible. Is that any better? It's slightly better. Okay, we'll see how we go with that. All right, sorry about the umbrella. So it was, now let me see if I can remember his name. It's a fairly long-barreled name. It was Count Johannes Karl. I think it was Johannes Karl von Nassau-Weilburg, I think his name was. Very long-barreled name. Excuse me. He was the one who had the first castle built here. Position on the magnet. It's actually in a clamp, Neil, so it's the magnet I can't do anything about. It's the actual phone inside the clamp that needs adjusting, and that's what I can't do holding a gimbal and an umbrella very easily. But I'll have another shot at it in a moment. It's not too bad, is it? Is it terribly lopsided? Anyway, this is the main feature, is the orangery. This is the money shot. This is the photo that we tend to associate with Schloss Weilburg. Oh look, that is wonky, isn't it? I'm going to try again and just move it a little bit more. Sorry everyone, apologies for this, but how's that? Is that any better? I think that's better. Okay. Slightly better. And what I particularly love about this building is the crest at the top, up there near the top of the roof line. And I know there's an architectural term for that triangle shaped part of the roof, but sorry, I don't know what that is. This is where we need people like Mike McMains helping us out with all the terms of the architectural features. But I do love the shapes of the windows here. And then we're standing directly beneath the bell tower for the church. Spielberg is watching. Spielberg in Weilburg. And you can imagine what this view would be like from the orangery in summer, looking out at these 2 stunning trees. Aren't they magnificent? It's a shame we're here in winter. But there, look at that. What a view. Just beautiful. Now I don't know if we can actually peek through windows here or not. Let's have a look. Let's have a go. See if I can see anything before I try it with the camera. No, it's an empty space. It's an empty space with a chandelier and maybe a tapestry on the wall. And all you can see is a reflection of my umbrella. There. That's it. Does it have anything to do with oranges? So the term for the building orangery, Neil, is the fact that these buildings were originally built to grow. See, my gimbal's misbehaving a bit now. Originally built to grow fruit trees, such as citrus, oranges. So they maintained a constant temperature, particularly in colder climates, because of course citrus doesn't typically grow this far north. And they also have other ways of growing fruit, such as these espaliers. So fruits, these look like roses to me, but fruits such as apples and pears would have been grown on structures like this to take full advantage of the sun on a hot wall and optimize the growing conditions. Something I always promised myself I was going to do was to have at least one espalier tree, and I'd never ever managed to do it. So maybe at our next place, when we finally move into Newcastle, maybe I can get something like that underway. But here we go, look at this. It's just gorgeous. Really beautiful. So I'm going to go down to my signal at risk here. So bear with me while I tackle the stairs and see if we can get down and out the other side. Although I'm already getting another signal connection error message, so maybe. Okay, let's head back out then. Apologies everyone, it was always going to be a risk to come down through that tunnel. So you're back? All right, okay, well patience everyone, because I'm going to go back out again. So while I'm back, since I'm back, we'll do one last spin around so you can see the inner courtyard of the castle. Okay, there we go, and there's the tower there. Okay, so I'm going to make a mad dash to go back through the tunnel. I'm going to make a mad dash to go back out through the tunnel and hope we don't lose each other again. All right, so patience everyone, we're coming out the other end in a moment. All right, fingers crossed, stay with me. It's such a short distance. Okay, are we back? Are we still here? Do I still have you? Okay, all right. So as you can see as well, while we're standing in this spot, signal was good, so I don't know why I lost you. While we're standing in this spot, you can see that all the statues over there, which I think must be, they must have water in them. There must be small fountains. They're all boxed for the winter. That prevents the risk of freezing and thawing water, which would break the statuary. Unfortunately, there's a wire fence here, so we can't really see much here, but down beneath is the river, and there's a weir here. There's a weir here. And I am going to take you on a river walk over the coming days. I just have to plan it. So we will walk down alongside the river down there. And there's actually a beach over there. Can you see the beach? So that's called Little Niece. I think someone was being humorous when they named it that. What's a weir? Well, it's that part there where they've built a structure to help control the way the river flows. The railings are beautiful, and it's just a shame that we've got this horrible fence in front of it. But over behind the railings, that's the beach. It's called Little Niece. As I said, someone was definitely having fun, I think, when they named it that. Sort of a dam. Yeah, I guess it's a small version of a dam, Neil. It's literally just to help control the flow of the river, the flow of the water. But it also makes this part of the river unnavigable. So you can't take, there's two weirs on this horseshoe-shaped section of the river, which encircles this part of the old town where the castle actually dominates half the land area up here in the old town. Okay, so looking back towards the main building of the castle. Excuse me, I've still got this cough, I just can't shake it. And then here is the back of the church and the old town hall. Hi Sarah, great to see you. Thanks for coming along. Now what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to see if we can actually get down to this lower level. We may not, but you can actually see part of the old wall that is the perimeter of the castle grounds here. The fence ends here, so which is good. I can actually show you the beautiful part of the terrace wall and this amazing grove of trees. I just love the shape of them. Look at the way they've been trimmed and shaped. Just want to have a play with the patterns that they make for a few minutes, because I just love the way the rows and the shapes of the tree form this amazing pattern. Okay, so let's walk along the wall. Excuse me. So Weilburg, probably located in almost the central part of Germany, I guess. It's about an hour from Frankfurt, probably about the same from Koblenz. The river that it's situated on is called the Lahn, which is spelled L-A-H-N. And it flows from a fair way further north of here until it meets the Rhine River near Koblenz. I've got the wind trying to pick up my umbrella. Stop it, wind, stop it. Oh, it's going to be beautiful, Dawn, in the summer, isn't it? So, unfortunately, because I don't have any free hands, I can't zoom in. Oh, let me see if I can try. Hold on. Okay, so there's the weir, and I'm also noticing that the wind is up and my muffle isn't over my microphone. I need to be an octopus right now. Mary Poppins. Okay, I think that's done it. Okay, so down there is that weir and the beach. And then here's this gorgeous wall. I'm going to zoom back out again. There we go. With the lovely urns. And if we turn back, I love the moss on the trees too. If we turn back this way. Am I fully zoomed out? I think I am. Back towards the castle in the background and the old town hall there. All right, so let's walk this way. And I'm going to try and avoid as many stairs as I can. Is the railing copper? Oh, that's a good question, Neil. I have no idea what the railing is. I'd say it's probably wrought iron. And it's got gold leaf or gold paint on it. Will you have a white Christmas in Europe then? We won't even be still in Europe at Christmas time, Sarah. We leave Europe, well, we leave mainland Europe next Wednesday. So we're coming into our final week in Europe. We fly to Dublin. I guess that's still part of Europe, isn't it? So we're flying to Dublin on Wednesday and we're spending about 3 nights in Dublin with a former colleague of mine, someone I used to work with in Cannon in London. And we're going to stay with him and his family for 3 nights. And then on the 21st we fly to San Francisco. Oh, because of the green colour. Yeah, no, it's wrought iron that's been painted. Christmas in Australia. Christmas with my brother in San Francisco. Well, actually, it's just outside San Francisco. It's about an hour. About an hour from San Francisco, in a place called Sonoma, which is in California wine country. So Christmas is with Brad, my brother, and then we spend a couple of days with Annette in Sacramento. We don't arrive back in Australia until the 5th of January. So from here, what we're looking at is, first of all, we've got the formal garden, which must look beautiful in spring. We can see all the little, excuse me, all the little plantings that have been made in readiness for spring. No, I will be seeing my brother. We spend about a week with him. And then down there is an arch which is the road entry to the old town. Next to that is an old church. It's no longer a church. It was deconsecrated in, I think it was the 1930s. I know, Dawn. I know it doesn't seem like a year has passed already, does it? It's, in some ways it's gone really quickly. In other ways, it actually seems like a long time ago that it was Christmas. I don't know how you make sense of that, but I was trying to explain that to Judy in northern New South Wales. She asked me the same question. I said, well, you know how usually you go, oh, Christmas again already? It feels like we've only just had Christmas. I'm not getting that sense at all. Christmas last year feels like a lifetime ago, and I actually think it's because we've been doing something new every day. The fact that we're seeing new places, doing new things, actively getting out there and doing things, I think, is that how you extend your life? Is that how you make your life longer? It's an interesting thought anyway. We can see the river extending down there, just above the point of that roof. There's the river there. So where we're standing is where the river circles the old town and comes out the other side. So before we leave this level, just one more look at the grove of trees, and this must look so amazing in summer. Okay, now we're going to go out through this gate here and go down a short street, and we're going to come out near that tower. So just a short little walk through one of the old streets, rather than, I'll show you the staircase that we're avoiding. Breaking away from routine is good. It is. So yes, we're not going down these stairs here. Plus, I think they'll be extra slippery today with all the rain. And I'm getting that signal warning again. So let's keep moving. Right, so down here we go. It's a lovely little town. It's quiet. There's not much up here on this level. In fact, there's actually not a lot in the town itself. There appears to be one bar, which we found. Down this street here, we'll see in a moment, there's a restaurant with a beer garden. But obviously it's not the best time of year for a place with a beer garden. Bear with me again, I'll just get that muffle back up again. And I'm noticing my gimbal's a bit wet. So I just want to give it a little bit of a wipe down as well. So get the moisture off there and over here. Okay. It's a lovely lane. And this is the restaurant with the beer garden. They're going to have a stall at the Christmas market this coming weekend. So we get an opportunity to see what sort of food they sell. And we'll see the actual beer garden in a moment as well. Beer is, but sitting outside in the cold isn't. Sorry, Neil, I just have to cough. Bear with me. Hide that microphone while I cough. Okay, I hope you didn't all hear that. Yes, we're definitely in beer country. And in fact, we'll see a mural in a moment, which highlights that fact. Then you should be tucked up warm in bed. I don't do bed though, Dawn. I just don't. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I just don't do bed. I have been down this street with you on a previous tour, and I think I already have showed you the big mural with the beer, the Weilburg beer and the hops there. All right, let's head up this laneway. We haven't been up here before. So here's the beer garden. Again, this would be a lovely place to sit on a Sunday afternoon in summer. Do you want to have a look at the menu here? Why not? So it's sponsored by König Pilsner, King Pilsner, and a special, here we go, all you can eat. Schnitzel with chips and sauce, €19.90, and with a salad buffet, $22.90. So that's the special. Flammkuchen is pizza, I'm pretty sure. Someone might help me with that. Base price €7, and then you can add toppings at $1.50 or $1.90. Here, but camembert is $1.90, speck and ham are $1.50. What else have we got? Every Friday, steak time between 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Rump steak, pepper steak, rump steak with pepper sauce. And then your drinks. Your drinks are, I don't know, they've covered up the beer prices. So that's the beer garden. They've got all the furniture covered up at the moment. Obviously, sitting out in the beer garden isn't really popular at this time of year. All right. So we think that this is the greenhouse, possibly for the Schlossgarten. Schlossgarten. So it is a big greenhouse with warming lamps, and you can see that there is a sign there, something to do with the Schloss on the outside, and again the map of the Schloss But so we think that this, many Umpa bands, we think that this is the growing house or the greenhouse for the Schloss garden. And my gimbal is being slow to respond, and I'll bet that's to do with the water that has fallen on it. So this is the Turm, the tower, and at one time it was actually used as a dungeon. A place to lock up prisoners. Here we go. I don't have my translator with me today. He's gone into town to pick up a few, I know that says parking place reserved, so that's got nothing to do with it. He's gone into town to pick up a few essentials that we've run out of. So he's not with us here to do the translation. Okay, and here's the map for the Schlossgarten again, and a sign to do with the Turm. So if anyone understands German, it says something about being built under Johann the First, Mittelalter. I don't know what any of that means. So anyway, something about the 1800s. So that's all I can do for you on that sign. We take language so much for granted, don't we? And how we communicate. So this is the lower level where we were standing up there before. At the top of those stairs was above this building, which is the lower orangery. So they had two orangeries. And I read somewhere this morning, I was trying to absorb facts for you all and doing a terrible job, that they designed it to look like this to kind of emulate the Palace of Versailles, or as a nod to the Palace of Versailles. There was some concern that it wouldn't match the rest of the castle, but from down at this angle you don't actually see the rest of the castle, so that became an irrelevant point. And then over here, we think this is a sundial, and someone must have broken outside loose. Someone must have broken off the original pointy bit that's used to cast the shadow, because we can see that there are the Roman numerals around the edge, but this is like a car radio antenna thing that's been stuck on in its place, which is a bit random. Yeah, the boxes are to protect the statues. And the photos that I've seen of the statues, they are really beautiful. They're kind of like Adonises with gold paint and stuff. But yeah, it's to protect them from the freezing in the winter. So from here, there's another 2 levels beneath us. And I'm going to have a go and see if I can get down to at least this first level. Hi Tina, I didn't see you turn up. And then from here as well, we're looking at, that's an elevator that takes you down to the lower level. So you can get up and down to the level below easily for pedestrians. And then this here with the Christmas tree in the middle, it does, doesn't it? So, yep, we've got Tina in chat now, Neil. So this Christmas tree, where the Christmas tree is, it's called König Konrad Platz. So King Conrad was the first king of Franconia, or East France, which this region apparently was known as back in the early to mid 900s, late 800s, early 900s. Don't these dates astound you if you don't come from the old world? For anyone that's from America, Canada, Australia, those dates they don't compute to me, some of them. And then that little church there, that's the one that's been deconsecrated. I'm going to try and attempt some stairs and get down to the next level down. We'll see how we go. So once again, the Turm. I do like this view. Let's see if I can get that for you as a nice postcard with the spire, the Turm. Yes, Tina, we are in Germany, in the state of Hesse, Hesse, which is, this town is on the Lahn River, Lahn, and it flows into the Rhine at Koblenz. So we have just over a week still remaining. The Hago admin guide took us to formal gardens in Hamburg. I have no memory of that, Neil. Who was that, John? So you can see through the windows there in that church, it's been deconsecrated. It has been used for various retail enterprises over the years, but right now it's empty. Let's have a look along this line of urns. And if we pop these two in the frame as well. There we go. And then one more look at the orangery. Okay, we're going to tackle some stairs, see how we go. I don't have any spare hands, so I can't even offer my hand to you to hold and help me down. But I will take care. Oh, they are wet, they are slippery. All right, I'm going to hold the umbrella under my chin so at least I can hold the handrail somehow. Bear with me. If I do that, hold the umbrella with my little finger. I haven't actually tried these stairs yet, so I don't know how far down I'll be able to go, but we'll see. Neil says he was a guy that worked in the office. Oh, okay, I don't know who that was. So we're getting lots of different angles and views as we go further and further down. Oops, my hand caught in the... I don't have enough hands. I don't have enough hands. All right. So this is the next level of the garden, the formal garden. Just try and get you a nice shot with mossy stones and that lantern there. That's quite nice. And I'm looking out for, since it's a wet day, looking out for reflection shots if we're offered them as well. So I wonder if this is where the gardener keeps his stuff. I doubt it. They'd have something a little bit bigger than that, I would imagine. All right, so down here. All right, so we can go out to the street from here. And in through here. So I wonder what sort of trees and bushes, shrubs these are. This looks like a memorial to somebody. Alexander Lucas. Okay, so from here we get to see things like old gun. What do you call those openings? Does anyone know? Raindrops. Here, let's see how close we can get to a raindrop. And then we can look up. So here's some of these espaliers that I was telling you about earlier. The trees that are trained to grow against the wall. See, that looks quite an old, well-established tree. I wonder what it is. Oh, that's a shame. This is where our path ends. Excuse me. Sorry about this. I think that's terrible listening to someone cough. Darn. I think I know why that is. I know that there are workmen down here working on the path at the lower level, so that's why we can't go any further along here. But we can look out over the edge. So yeah, gun loops. Thanks, Neil. And then there's more levels of the garden down there as well. Look at that. But unfortunately no access for us today. Never mind. We'll take you over to the square. I'll show you König Conrad Platz and see if we can get a view down to the river from here. There's a lot of planting going on. It's going to be so beautiful. And I'd say that these might even be, they've got these glass panes, so these might even be little hothouses. I was hoping to be able to show you the ship tunnel. Can we get down here? No, there's a gate, there's a chain across it. I was hoping to be able to show you the ship tunnel. This is, I think, the only place in Germany where there's a tunnel for the ships to go through, because the river is not navigable. They've cut a tunnel through the narrow neck where the old town meets the rest of the town, and this is going to be slippery. Sorry, I am going to place priority on me not falling for the next little while. König is king, that's right, Neil. König Conrad was the first king of this region. König Conrad I. The handrail and watching my feet on slippery steps. So there we go. König Conrad Platz is the name of the place. And there's another really nice door here. And I don't know what this says. Oh, entry for the castle, I think, €7. So just enter to the grounds, there's no charge. So it was originally, as you can probably imagine, it was originally fully walled, the city. That wall was dismantled in the 1800s. So this is where the Christmas tree is, König Conrad Platz. I can line that up between those two buildings. And we do have a reflection. Look at that. There's a nice reflection for you. Okay. And here is the monument to König Konrad I. Weilburg Testament. I think that's the date of his death. A puddle shot, yes. And this is it's a rather pretty little church. My understanding is that it was the first Catholic church in the area. The tree looks much better close up than from up where we were. It does, doesn't it? I don't really want to walk on the grass if I can help it, but let's see where I can get to from here. Here's another puddle shot. All right, I think I'm going to have to walk on the grass. I want to come over here and have a look. So there's the second weir. Yes, it is a British phone box, Dawn. Now, Richard and I attempted to walk to find that there's a long trail. It's called the Lahn Vonderweg. So it's the Lahn River walking trail. But the lower level is flooded and cut, and the upper level, it is a really steep path to get up to the upper level. So I'm still going to do a river walk, but it won't be this end. It'll be around the other side. And the British phone box, Dawn, is a little street library. It seems really odd, doesn't it? But it's actually, look how many books are in there. It's a really well stocked little street library, this one. Can't get it all in. I have to move a long way back, and there's someone walking behind me at the moment, and I can see that my angle is definitely leaning to one side. It's all happening today, isn't it? There you are. Let's see if I can see anything from this spot over here. Maybe. Oh yeah, okay. It's a rather fast moving river, look at that. And whatever already the promise of spring, and we've only just started winter. So that's basically it, everyone. And all wasn't too much of a hindrance. I'm just going to walk up here and see if we can get another view. Okay, so you can hear the river, yes. So here we've got that church, the arch, the tomb. I'm not sure what the building in the middle is. And the top of the church, the Schloss Kirche. We've already seen. Yeah, it's a dot on the screen, but that's where we made